Dig it.
It
Okay,
holds up.
movie, film number two.
Film number two is called Waking Life.
Breaking or waking?
Waking
Waking life.
Life. It's a film by a really, really amazing filmmaker named Richard Linklater.
Okay.
Um, Now, listen, this movie is super esoteric. It is out there. It is crazy. Um,
Okay.
I saw it in 2007. I want to say early 2007. And I thought it was a different movie. Because the thing is, the movie is rotoscope animated, just like The Black Disquisition is. Like, it's
Okay.
actually that movie is why I made The Black Disquisition look the way I made it look.
Okay.
But
Thanks for saying that. Okay.
yeah, I thought that Waking Life was a different movie, right? I thought it was
Um,
a Keanu Reeves movie by the same director. And I was like, oh, this is that Keanu Reeves joint. I'm gonna watch this. And I
mhm.
started watching it. I was like, Keanu Reeves is not in this movie, And I was like, I actually don't understand anything that is happening in this movie. I don't understand anything the characters are talking about. But I
Mhm,
had this feeling, this overwhelming feeling that I wanted to understand what it was. You know what I mean?
mhm.
I was very moved by my lack of understanding and my sort of like obsessive desire to understand what this movie is trying to say.
Mhm.
Um, and
Interesting.
yeah, because the thing that the movie is kind of about
Mhm,
is it starts out where this guy he comes home from a trip and he's at the bus station
mhm.
or the airport. You don't know where he is. He's at
Right.
some sort of station and
Mhm.
he calls his friend who's supposed to pick him up, but his friend doesn't pick up the phone. So he's like, okay, I guess I'm stuck here. He goes outside and a guy drives up in a boat. He's on the road, he's in a boat. Okay.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, you need a ride? I'm going this way. He's like, okay, sure. He gets in the car and they start having this really deep conversation. And the driver's like, where do you want me to drop you off? And the guy's like, I don't know. I guess I don't know. And the guy in the back seat is like, tell you what, drop him off on this corner. The guy gets off and he gets hit by a car and then he wakes up, you know? And
Wow.
the rest
Okay.
of the film, he's moving through his day, having these like epic conversations with people. Just epic conversations that like you're like, what are they talking about? They talk about history, philosophy, science, religion, film, and he's just
Wow.
moving from person to person and they're all talking to him, you know
Okay.
and
Well, I can see why that would
yeah,
move. That film had a lot to do in
yeah,
your life. Okay.
and it's just a really trippy film and I saw it and I was like, oh, I can do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I can, if I make movies, I can make a movie that is whatever I want it to be, you know?
Wow.
And
Hmm.
I want to say, I mean, this isn't the reason why I left Virginia, but like it's definitely helped fuel my decision to like move to New York and pursue this and see like where I fit in it, you know.
Okay. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
You're awesome, man. I'm not gonna keep you too long because I know you're busy.
I'm good. Yeah.
So can I ask a question for me? Like,
Yeah.
how much do you and wifey work together?
All the time. All the time.
All the time?
Um Usually when I write a film, she's gonna produce it, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Okay.
she's the best producer.
Of
Um,
course she is. Yes, she is.
she's the best. Let 'em know.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
for freelance stuff, we work together sometimes, like
Mhm.
the stuff we do to keep the lights on.
Right. Hmm.
Sometimes we work together, but sometimes it's just her on a project or just me on a project, you know?
Right.
Um, but and she does a lot of stuff on her own, like because a lot of filmmakers hit her up to produce their films.
Okay.
That's happening more and more now as we, I guess, grow in our
Right.
careers and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
So I think she's currently working on like 3 or 4 shorts right now, and only one of them are mine, you know?
Okay.
Others are just like from other filmmaker friends that we have and people that we've met along the way on the journey, you know.
Okay. So I asked because I know it's hard to work with family on anything sometimes, but
It
you
can
guys
be, it can be, but I think that the great thing about working with my wife as my producer is that when it comes to the work,
are.
the first priority, our first priority is with each other. Like
Yes,
it's
sir.
with she's only worried if I'm good. I'm only worried if she's good, you know? And if we if I have an idea or a
Right.
film or whatever, and I bring it to her and she sees that she knows me so well that she may be able to see that I'm underestimating myself. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yes.
She's like, you can go further with this. And that has nothing to do with like what the film is. It has everything
Mhm.
to do with what she knows about me.
That's
And
right.
vice versa. Like if I
That's
come to
right.
her and I'm like, if it's trash, you know what I mean? She was like, I know your work. I know you could do better. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So
And
my point in asking you that personal question was to show people that the people in your life could
yeah,
help push your career. You
it's
know, they could dampen it or
yeah,
they could help push it.
it's all people in your life.